town, by the way. I want to touch on this. John Melvin College is coming to Pensacola, absolutely. And we have their basketball head coach in the studio with us this morning, Colin Doss. Colin, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. Couldn't have been better, man. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good, can't complain. Middle of the week, all this stuff going on. I'm sure you were just in here. You saw the food that this guy brought us.
Banana pudding all day long.
Yeah. So, we can't complain here at Fox Sports Pensacola. We cannot complain.
You guys eat a lot around here. I noticed that. You eat more than you work.
Whoa, hey, Coach, you only been here a minute. Hey, he's going to get us in. You're going to have a pretty daggum good basketball team with that attitude, Coach. Sheesh.
By the way, tell us a little bit about your background. You've only been here in Pensacola for a little over a week, maybe, and not so long. Where are you coming from?
Man, I'm coming from Kentucky, if you couldn't tell. All the listeners out there are probably making fun of me right now for my accent, but
we love it.
That's what I got to tell recruits on the phone all the time is I'm from Kentucky, so ignore the accent. But I've been coaching a little bit for about 6-7 years now. I've been really grinding it out. As a young coach, I'm one of the youngest college head coaches in the country, so I just kind of put in all the work early, so I didn't have to do it later,
Man, that's awesome. I love it. Being a basketball head coach at the college level at your age is awesome, man. I respect what you're doing.
Oh, it's a blessing.
Tell us a little bit about the school, John Melvin College. What can the people expect, or what can the kids maybe in high school looking at colleges, when they think of John Melvin College, what do they think about?
Yeah, so we're a brand new school in the Pace area. There's a lot of really good upside about this. Being a new college, a lot of people don't know about it, and they're just kind of like, oh, it's just a college or whatever. But we're more than that. We actually have a mission to make young people become better adults, and our staff, our president, our founder, our athletic director, they're all great people to be around, and we're operating out of the clubhouse facility in Pace this year, and so we can kind of get our ground under us and grow, because that's what we want to do. That's what our staff wants to do. They want to grow, and I know we'll have all the faith in the world that they will. We have baseball, we have volleyball, and obviously we have men's basketball this year, and we're bringing a lot of talent to this Pensacola area. I know me for sure. In the men's basketball realm, we're bringing a lot of guys, New York, California, Kentucky, Illinois, and then we also got a lot of Pensacola local kids as well. And in the baseball, they've done a tremendous job recruiting. They got a lot of kids from all over, even a couple different countries. So,
wow, yeah, that's incredible. You're heading into year one for the school, correct?
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay, year one for John Melvin College. Now, you touched on some of the sports. No football? No football yet?
No football yet,
okay.
But football's a big thing down here, so I know for a fact they're going to try to do everything possible to make that happen, because everybody loves some football down here.
Yeah, got that right. Hey, what division is John Melvin College, and what kind of schools are you going to be playing?
So this year we are USCAA Division I, and we're a part of the New South Athletic Conference. We're going to be playing, at least for men's basketball side, we're going to be playing every single level that we can. This year I was hoping to play a couple Division I's, but they kind of just fell through. But other than that, we got Division II schools, Division III, NAI, JUCO, USCAA in our conference, obviously. So we play anybody and everybody just because it brings a diverse kind of group to our schedule. We'll play a really, really good team one night, maybe a team that's not so great the other night. So it teaches us how to adapt and just kind of how to learn and how to win.
Yeah. And by the way, for the listeners who may have any questions about this new college coming to town, you can text and Jim as he takes a swig of his Dr. Pepper.
850-790-5010. 850-790-5010.
Awesome. Thank you, Jim.
No problem.
Sorry to catch you. Yeah, sorry to catch you in that.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
caught you in a bad time. But Colin, what's been the biggest challenge for you walking in, as this new head coach of this school, and how have you kind of overcome that challenge?
So in the men's basketball realm, at least, a lot of people on social media, I don't know if you know this or not, but like a lot of prep academies, and after you graduate high school, if you don't have any college options, you go to prep. A lot of those people are kind of scamming kids out of money these days, making them pay money, and just a big scam, and they're not real schools. So being a first-year school, that definitely has its challenge in men's basketball, because unfortunately, these high school kids and some of the, well, I guess not as much college, but these high school kids coming in have seen that firsthand, and they've kind of been a victim to that, and it's unfortunate. So kind of having a pitch, that we're here. Obviously, it's our first year. We got to get a little ground under us. We got to get a little stability, and we have a lot of really great people here that's going to work with us us in the community, and hopefully just to get our name out there in the community is a big thing. But that's probably the hardest part so far, is just realizing, like, hey, look, we're here. We're going to be in year one. Understand that you have the opportunity to come in and grow from the men's basketball side. You're going to learn how to be an adult, and also you're going to be a great basketball player, and you're going to have a great season for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You touched on a lot of great people here in the community. I mean, even athletes alone here in the community. There's so many NFL, MLB, boxer. I mean, Justin Gatlin here from the Pensacola area. It's really, really cool, like the talent that's come out of Pensacola. So I'm excited to see what happens with this new school, John Melvin College.
Oh, definitely.
So how do you, if you don't mind me asking, how do you recruit? I mean, has that been a struggle, especially with NIL coming to college and all of that? How do you get around that and, get these guys on your team?
So for the lower levels, NIL is not a huge deal. You don't really have a lot of NIL opportunities at the lower level, but we can get you opportunities such as, brand ambassadors. They do that kind of stuff. But from the recruiting realm of things, it hasn't been hard, just because, I've been so successful at it. At my last school, Bresh University, I was able to recruit 3 or 4 different guys that played at Division I schools and then transferred into us. So recruiting's always been a big thing for me. That's kind of what I've been most successful at. I relate to the players. I grind it out, and they know that I work hard at it, so they trust me. And I just tell them straight up how it is. This is not going to be a Duke University or something that Stanford this very first year, but you got to see the vision that I'm seeing. We're playing a lot of really good basketball teams, and we're going to come out there and hopefully win the conference in year one and make history, because I don't know any other school ever that just opened up and they win 25, 26 games and win a conference. So that's kind of my plan for it. People say, Rome wasn't built in a day and all that, but guess what? We're not Rome. We're John Melvin. So we're that's going to be my little motto here for the season. Now, if we end up going 0-30, then, I may not be saying that next time I'm on, but I have high hopes for this team. We have a lot of really good high character kids and a lot of really good athletes. So I'm very excited to bring this kind of talent to the Pensacola area. So you community people can actually come out and support us, I hope.
Coach, when you talk about your college, what I like about John Melvin, from what I'm hearing, man, is it's not just we're going to get you a degree. We're going to teach you how to be a good man, a good woman,
right,
a good person in society.
Right.
John Melvin sounds like they can help you do that. I really like the sound of it.
Oh, they definitely can. And the name John Melvin means so much more. There's so much a different backstory. You can check it out on YouTube. The John Melvin name is just something very special to a lot of our people and staff. And I didn't know about it at first when I was first hired, but ever since then I kind of made it a mission to our founder, our president, and his wife. John Melvin's very special to them. It's used to be a person, and he seemed like a really good guy, and they do it in his glory and in his name. So with us coming in, it really means a lot to me to be able to get this opportunity as the head men's basketball coach at John Melvin, even at a young age, but more of the aspect of the John Melvin name. So
I love it. Cool. You're talking the talk, and I hope you can walk the walk.
I'm not a big trash talker. I'm not trash talking to anybody. I just I like to have this chip on my shoulder. I've kind of always just threw myself into the fire and see what happens. So hopefully I'm not talking too much, and we can win some basketball games this season.
Yeah. I see the passion, without a doubt.
Oh yeah. Hey, did you play basketball growing up?
I did, man. I couldn't even tell you when I started. Probably when I was too little to remember.
Yeah.
And I ended up playing college basketball at NCAA Division III, which is Webster University in St. Louis, Missouri.
Nice.
I moved about 6 hours away, and spent my college time there. And it was just I actually quit basketball early. I didn't quit my degree early, but I quit basketball early because I knew by the time my junior season rolled around, I said, you know what? No, I don't love playing anymore. I have a passion for coaching. So I kind of stepped away from it there and immediately got into college coaching. So I got very, very lucky from where I was at. So I'm definitely blessed.
Well, I've got a 2-part question for you. What was your experience like playing college basketball? And then 2, what did you take from your basketball experience, and what have you implemented into your coaching style to coach these kids that you're now coaching?
So playing college basketball was amazing. It has a different aura to it. You go from playing in high school and you're the star to being a little college freshman, and you don't really get off the bench. And that was kind of the case in my first year. But the good thing was I had an amazing college basketball coach. His name's Chris Bunch, and he really elevated me to realize that I wanted to be be a college basketball coach. You know, he was very successful, won 400, 500 games or something like that, and he's just an amazing guy. And being able to play under him and learn under him was great. But to the second part of your question, I implemented a lot from Coach Bunch and a couple of different coaches. But in reality, what I really did was working all these camps during the summer, working behind the scenes with Marquette a little bit, having a lot of really good friends on the Marquette University men's basketball staff. I got to learn a little bit from Shaka Smart himself, and I've kind of been a Shaka Smart fan forever. So being able to be there in his office and all that, kind of learning from him, that's kind of where I implemented my whole strategy. You know, we're going to go all out for 40 minutes. We're going to hustle. We're going to stop, and we're going to get kills, is what we call it, which is 3 stops in a row. So that's kind of what we like to do. We're like an up-tempo kind of style team. We want to be in your face and just make it fun, you know, especially in the Pensacola area. We want to make basketball big in Pensacola.
Yeah, so are you more of an offensive or defensive-minded coach?
Oh, defensive for sure.
Defense.
I try to recruit very, very good offensive coaches, so I don't have to, or offensive players, so I don't have to recruit or coach offense, if that makes sense. I'm crazy on defense. I'll press you for 40 minutes if I have to. I'll zone you. I'll man you. Whatever we have to do. You know, you may see 6, 7 different defenses during a game, just to kind of throw teams off, because you have a shot clock in college. So you know, you kind of oh crap, you know, it's they're different defense. I can't talk.
I'll tell you what, I hated doing the defensive slides when I played and all that. I'm sure you're going to make them do it till their legs fall off.
We will. We do a one-on-one defensive slide drill where they have to guard the other players. Yeah. So I usually like to put slower defenders with faster guards, and then they hate it, and then they don't enjoy me that much after that. But
Coach, I know you mean business.
Yeah. We got to if we want to win basketball games in year one.
Yes, that's a fact. Yeah. Do you follow any pro basketball or college? I mean, who's your team if you like one?
So college, obviously, it's Marquette, because I kind of told you the backstory about that. I've always been a big fan of Shaka Smart. When he was at Texas, I was a fan of Texas. When he was at VCU, I was a fan of VCU. So, and then I don't know if you guys are going to like this, but I'm a Boston Celtics guy through and through. So ever since I started watching basketball in like 2005 or so, I was Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, through and through, Celtic pride, baby.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think about your? Some silence here from my end. What do you think about your star player who didn't win Finals MVP, going 0 of 16 in the Olympics?
Is he that good? I don't know if he's that good.
He is that good. I promise you, anybody that plays in the NBA is that good. I know the guy that maybe played one game in the NBA could dominate any of our college guys. But I don't know. I like him. Yeah. I like Jason Tatum. I will say that there's some times where I don't think he really needs to get the recognition that he does. Jaylen Brown really puts in the work, and I got to see him up close and personal, Jaylen Brown working out one time. So, and just seeing him, how his physique, how big he is, you know, he definitely has the talent. He definitely has the mindset, and I feel like he should get more attention. You know, Jason Tatum gets all the attention, but in reality, Jaylen Brown is more clutch. But I feel like the team in general, the way the Celtics are, they put Jason Tatum in a good position because they're so good. They're so defensive minded, offensive minded, that they don't have to take all the shots. You know, and I think Jason Tatum is in the mindset that he does. Right. So it makes him look better, if that makes sense. And Jason Tatum, I don't know if you're listening, but I love you. There you go.
Hey, we have 20 seconds left. How can people reach you and reach, the school and what you're doing and support what you're doing?
My name is Colin Doss, C. Doss, at jmchristiancollege.com. Reach out to me, whether you're a high school recruit or anything. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm very excited to be in this community, and it means a lot to me. So if you guys can come out to a game this season or support us on social media at John Melvin Hoops on Twitter. We're trying to get an Instagram, but our other follows are JMCC or John Melvin Christian College on Facebook. So reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions, and I hope we're here to stay for a very, very long time.
JMCC.
Awesome. I love it. Colin Doss, thank you for your time this morning. I know, got to give a shout out. Anna over at FSU. She's excited for this new college, John Melvin College, to come to the Pensacola area. This afternoon, Pensacola Blue Wahoos taking on the Montgomery Biscuits. Game 2 of the series, 6:05, first pitch going out, as well as the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Houston Astros in Game 3 of that series, 5:50, first pitch going out. We'll have those results for you. We'll have those results for you tomorrow morning. Thank you for tuning in this morning. If you joined us on the show today, I'm Zach Schroeder.